Plymouth, Massachusetts! Let's go! Let's go! Then 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 Plymouth, Massachusetts! Let's go! Let's go!
I forgot to turn the mic on. That usually helps, but I'm trying to go live, as you know, on Instagram, Facebook down here, Twitter down here, YouTube down here. So good call, Nick. Thanks. Good thing I looked at the comments, so I forgot to turn the mic. But either way, it is Monday morning. It is Labor Day, and we're still hard at work. We got a huge Fight Fest coming up on Friday, September 12th, and Saturday, September 13th. And trust me, the big pen is out. That means we got fight news. I could not wait till tonight to tell you guys, so I had to come to you live and direct this morning. So for all our sleepyheads, both the guys that are probably in this fight are known to party a little bit, so they're probably in bed still, so they're not going to hear this announcement. But we got it for you. Man, should I just get right to it? Good. Should I just get right to it? I don't know, man. Should I make you wait? I don't know if I should make you wait. Well, anyways, I'm going to make you wait for a couple seconds. I want any questions right now. I'm going to try to answer some questions about Fight Fest, and then I'm going to give you the big fight. My baby girl has had me up since 4 a.m., Cody. All right. Anyways, what's a festival without a party? Not much of a festival. Festival, another word for party. So there you have it, guys. We are bringing the party to Fight Fest. Joe, the party Penafiel, will be a part of Fight Fest. And I'm going to tease you a little bit with half of the fight announcement. So yeah, Joe the Party Penafiel. It wasn't much of a festival without a party. So we had to figure out a way to get this guy on the card. And I am excited to let you guys know that we have a fight for the party at Fight Festival. And it's one that you guys are going to be super stoked about. I'm gonna tease you a little bit about that. I want to see some people in the comments. Who do you think the party is going to be fighting on Fight Fest? I don't even know if anybody's going to get this one, but yeah, who's the party fighting on Fight Fest? This is honestly, both fight cards were stacked, and I was like, you know what, we're done. But the party just kept reaching out and reaching out. I was like, dude, I need to be a part of this festival. I need to be a part of this festival. And we thought we had a fight, and then we just decided we're going to be doing that in November. It didn't look like we had anything, but something fell in our lap. And though everything was set in stone and we were like, the cards were locked, once this opportunity came up, I said, get out the big pen. We're signing this. I cannot pass this up. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But I want you guys to, in the comments, I see a couple people saying Cupcakes. I see a couple people saying Jay Perrin. I see a couple people saying Boogs. That was a legendary fight. No one's bagged it yet. No one's bagged it though. So yeah, Joe the Party Penafiel will be coming to Fight Fest. And he will be fighting on Friday night. So I'll give you that hint. It's going to be a Friday night Ring Titans fight. So maybe give you guys some other opportunities to guess. If not, I'm just going to tell you. But I want to see some guesses because I want to see if some people could be right. Come on, Instagram. You guys are slacking on me today. Instagram's not really putting much in the comments. I see a lot of people watching. Tony, what's going on, Anthony? Scott will be competing in a MMA glove Muay Thai fight on Friday night at Ring Titans, and he'll be taking on Jordine Tavares. I'll give you that hint. The reason I mentioned that fight because Joe the Party Penafiel's fight will be an MMA glove Muay Thai fight. So there's another hint for you. So I just mentioned Anthony Scott will be fighting MMA glove Muay Thai against Jordine Tavares as an amateur on Ring Titans. And Joe the Party Penafiel will be competing. And I just gave you the hint. He'll be a professional MMA glove Muay Thai fight. I see some Valdinas. I see some Santiagos. Man, Richie is retired. So if that's the Richie Santiago that you mentioned, you look like you know how to do a proper kickflip. I do not know how to do a proper kickflip. Somebody said Valdina. That would be fun. That would be a fun fight. Anyways, I'm seeing some people in the comments. It seems like the word's out, but one of the most prolific strikers to ever grace the Cage Titans cage, Randy the Zohan Costa, will be taking on Joe the Party Penafiel at Fight Fest Night 1, Ring Titans, MMA glove Muay Thai professional fight. I am super pumped for this. Randy Costa, as you know, went buzzsaw through Cage Titans. He made his debut at pro debut at Cage Titans 39. Then he fought in 40, 41, 42, rattled off 4 wins in a row, all by knockout, punched his ticket to the UFC, and had a great UFC career. If you've seen him as of late, he's been tearing up the bare knuckle scene. And essentially, he put the call out to anybody in bare knuckle. He was scheduled. He has a contract with bare knuckle. He was trying to get a fight for them in October down in Jersey. And he said yes to 4 or 5 people. And, you know, if you're a fan of Randy, he's been posting videos every day, like what's going on. Like I said yes to this guy. He's naming names too. And he's like, this guy said no, this guy said no, this guy said no. So we're following along and my phone rang last Tuesday or 4 or 5 days ago, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And he said, Mike, I got this amazing idea I want to throw at you. What you think? And I said, oh, okay, listen, what do you got, Randy? What do you got? Because we were talking about one of his teammates competing on the card. So if there's any females at 125, we're looking for a Muay Thai fight for female at 125. It's probably not going to happen this card, but I was talking to him about some other things. So I thought it was just going to be about her. And he said, listen, man, you guys have done a lot for my career. You guys helped launch my career. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I want to kind of give back to the Cage Titans community. And I think Ring Titans 1 would be a cool opportunity for me to kind of make a big splash and kind of kick things off. No pun intended. So I want to be a part of Ring Titans 1. It doesn't look like BKFC is happening. So what do you got for me? And I was like, oh shit, Randy, this was not the call I was expecting. Let me get to work. And as I mentioned earlier, the party's been in my DMs on my, in my phone and everything. We were working on a fight with him, and actually it was going to be him versus Casey Norton. That was a fight that we're working on. And then when this opportunity popped up, Casey's a 25er coming up to 35. Party fought at 45 before. So there was it just kind of all came together. And then Casey Norton ended up getting a fight somewhere else. So it kind of all fell in our lap. Lionel Young actually threw his name in the hat too. He wanted another crack at the party. And I'm sorry, he wanted a crack at Randy Costa. He already fought the party, but yeah, man. So yeah, Randy, the Zohan Costa will be taking on Joe the Party Penafiel on Friday, September 12th. Ring Titans 1, Fight Fest Night 1. Yeah, man. And as for the party, the party was just like, dude, I want to be a part of this event anyways. I was begging you to figure out a way to get up here to be a part of this festival anyways. So this just worked out. So yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, I see you guys, a lot of people saying full send. What's going on? Ryan Parker, full send for sure. Actually, I think Ryan Parker hit me up in the comments. So basically on Fight Fest Night 1, for those who've been asking questions about tickets, we are doing the same price tickets for all the balcony, like mezzanine, balcony, whatever. The original plan was to only open the middle section. Now with a fight like this, maybe we'll be open in the top section too. But the plan all along was to just do mezzanine or balcony in the middle, and not do the upper deck. But maybe with a fight of this magnitude, we'll be opening it up. So we left it open. That's why we just kept it blank on tickets as balcony, because if we overflow and we got to open up top, we'll open up top. So yeah, that's kind of the answer Ryan Parker's question that he asked me about the difference on Friday night. And then of course on Saturday night, it's a normal Cage Titans event with, floor, front row, VIP stage, mezzanine boxes, mezzanine tickets, upper balcony, things of that nature. So hopefully that answers some questions about tickets. But yeah, I basically, I came to you today because last night, I was actually going to go live yesterday. I was at the gym with Randy on Saturday. I met up with him in person, fight of this magnitude. I thought it was important that we kind of talked everything over in person and kind of make this a reality. So I went over to his gym, sat down with him, and kind of came up with what was going on. We got an agreement together. Already had an agreement in place with the party. The party, as the party does. Yes, I messaged him on Saturday. He said everything is good to go. We're ready to rock. And I didn't hear a word from him for a full day. And then yesterday afternoon at like 4 or 5 o'clock, he's like, oh yeah, we're in. All right, cool. And then by that time, it was too late to go live and bring you this news, because I wanted to bring you this news as soon as possible. So if you were on the fence about coming to both nights of Fight Fest, you absolutely have a reason now to come to both nights if you weren't already. Joe the Party Penafiel taking on Randy the Zohan Costa. When I was talking to Randy, it was like amazing to think, we were kind of going through the timeline. He made his pro debut at Cage Titans 39, but I think let me see when his amateur debut was with us. Might even be much before that, I think. Let's see. Here we go. Cage Titans 18 was when he made his debut. Then he banged out Cage Titans 39, 40, 41, 42, all first round knockouts. His longest one was 1:11. Everything else, 46 seconds, 11 seconds, 1:11, 42 seconds. Then he got signed on to the UFC. So he definitely made a buzzsaw through the Cage Titans on his way to punching that ticket to the UFC. And I think if you've been around and Randy and you've seen him in Bare Knuckle and Game Bread and all that stuff, his striking's elite. the MMA field, or for everything. He's probably one of the best strikers that we've seen come out of Cage Titans. As for the Party is just such a fluid striker. He's deceiving because he's probably not known as a striker, but the way he's just so loose and calm, like you see these videos of him just eating head kicks and punches and just rolling it. It's because he's just so fluid with his movements. So he's never really rigid or stiff in there. So when he's taking shots, he can roll with them. So yeah, man, this is going to be an interesting fight. And very intriguing because Party, Randy needs to work from a distance to get those kicks off, and he can get them off fast. As for Party, he's gonna probably sprint across the cage and get in his face, and try to stuff that distance. So it's gonna be a fun fight. And I what really makes me excited to see the kind of give back to Cage Titans. When this came up, Randy was just like, listen, man, Mike, you guys were great for me. And, if I can give back in some way to launch Ring Titans, I'd love to do it. And, if it makes sense and let's see what we can do. And a lot of fighters have been part of Cage Titans community. I see Slippery Pete in the comments too, that I've always said, like, I want to give back. I want to be able to come back to my roots and kind of help the community out. So yeah, Randy. And as for the Party, I mean, I say jokingly that what's a festival without a party? It's like, what party festival? He's been up my butt about fighting on this. So it's very exciting to be able to pull this off and do it in a pro MMA glove Muay Thai fight. Our first pro MMA Muay Thai fight that we've ever had was Sean Schubert. He kicked it off, and he'll be in the commentary booth along with Chip Maraza Pollard on Friday night. Chip Maraza Pollard, we talk about Randy as one of the most elite strikers that come out of New England. Chip Maraza Pollard, is probably the number one spot for one of the most pure technical strikers ever out of New England. And, it shows in the Muay Thai world. He was undefeated WBC champ. So yeah, he'll be in the commentary booth along with Sean Schubert. On Friday night to call the action. MMA glove, Muay Thai fight, Joe the Party Penafiel taking on the Zohan, Randy Costa. That answers Valdina's question. I'll get a couple more questions, and I'm not looking to keep your whole morning up. Maybe you're just drinking your coffee and you can hang out with me. But I'll keep it short and sweet. We're already been about 20 minutes. Slippery Pete. Will Asia is looking for somebody at 155 as a pro. So if I see Carly. What's going on, Carly? So I'm assuming the Party's sleeping through this announcement, Carly. So maybe give him a nudge or an elbow and tell him to wake up. We announced it. So I see. So Will Asia's looking for a fight at 55 as a pro in Muay Thai. Slippery Pete said no strikers at 55. Funny, I'll take that smoke. So maybe we'll have a Will Asia versus Slippery Pete. We cannot add any more fights. We got 17 each day. That's the max I can do. So we will not add him to this one, but maybe down the line we get that fight. Ronnie Perrin, let's get that Perrin kid involved. Listen, man, Jay Perrin will be fighting in November. We actually are hoping to have the announcement on Saturday night. So night 2 of Fight Fest, we plan on announcing a Perrin fight. So stay tuned for that, Ronnie. I know you're at the edge of your seat. Carly said he's up and ready to go. Let's go. I bet he is up and ready to go. I figured, it'd be on brand. He's not up this early, being the Party, but there you go. So Ronnie Perrin, don't worry. We'll get Perrin involved. Let's go, Jay Souza. I think Cody said, Mike, I got to go change a diaper. I'd rather be getting punched in the face. So there you go. What's going on, Cody? Noah Schlama's on the card. We've already announced all these fights. All the fights are on our website, cagetitans.com. Plus tonight, the Party and the Zohan, both the Party and Randy Costa will be on Table Titans. We'll have them face-to-face for the first time. The Party and Randy, they've trained together once or twice. They actually made the phone call to each other to kind of coordinate this matchup as well. Randy reached out to, I think, the Party. He told me on Saturday that he talked to the Party. He called them directly on Friday. It was like, listen, no bad blood. I just want to fight you. But the Party being Party, he's like, hey, listen, we can be cool, but I'm going to talk that shit So I'm looking forward to having the party on tonight, as well as Randy, having both on Table Titans. So make sure you tune in for our long format show tonight at 8 o'clock. So Dular, I'm looking to get my Cage Titans debut when I'm back from my deployment. Good luck in your deployment, man. I'm not sure who you are, but Dular944. So make sure you tune in tonight to Table Titans. Me and Andy will be in. I'll be in my home studio. He'll be in his home studio. And we'll have Randy the Zohan Costa and Joe the Party Pedophile on. And as Party said, talking that shit. He's going to sell this fight. He always knows how to sell a fight. So I'm looking forward to that little shit talking. What's going on, Brian Russell? Going to be a great weekend. Absolutely, Brian Russell taking on Morales. Is it Josh? I'm telling you, 68 fighters I got to go through. Josh Morales out of Daniel Gracie. I knew what school he was, but yeah, Brian Russell, definitely going to be a great weekend. Brian Russell taking on Josh Morales out of Daniel Gracie. Going to be a fun one, especially with a headline like this. So definitely fun. What's good? David Diaz taking on Zach Converse. So I got David Diaz down here on Instagram. On Facebook and YouTube. Up here I got Zach Converse. So they're taking each other on Ring Titans. So yeah, Ring Titans just got a little spicier. There was always so many stacked fights. Mike Jolliker taking on Eric Wynn for the Cage Titans Featherweight Amateur Championship. We had that fight. We had the very first ever Ring Titans belt, which we're going to debut next week. We have a brand new belt design, a Ring Titans belt. We're going to be awarding it for the first time in the lightweight division. James Johnson out of Team KTA taking on Everett Terrain out of Back to Basics. So those are two amateur title fights we got going on. One in the MMA realm, one in the Muay Thai world. People have been asking. Yes, we will have a cage and a ring at this event. So ring and cage, both set up. When you walk into the hall, you're going to see the ring. Behind it's going to be the cage. Then at intermission, we'll bring the cage into place, put it underneath the lighting truss, get the ring out of the way. It'll be a nice little show at intermission for you guys. So there will be a ring in a cage. First half of the card will be all in the ring. Second half of the card will be all in the cage. So I think right now, as it's slated, the ring fights will be the first 10 fights of the night, with co-main event of the ring portion will be the amateur Muay Thai title with James Johnson taking on Everett Terrain. And then the main event of the ring portion of the card will obviously be the Party versus Zohan, Randy Costa versus Joe Pedophile. Then we'll get everything back in place, get the ring out of there, bring in the cage, and then after intermission, I think we have 6 or 7 fights for you. The main event of that will be Mike Jolliker taking on Eric Wynn for the Cage Titans featherweight title. Also sprinkled on that will be a MMA glove Muay Thai fight with Anthony Scott and Jordan Tavares in the cage. Randy versus Party will be in the ring, but the other one will be in the cage. I think we got Brian Russell, which I just mentioned. His fight will be in the cage. We got a couple other fights that will be in the cage. So though they're going to be Muay Thai, they're going to be in the cage because that should be fun too. We want to show both. And to be quite honest, I'll wait till tonight. You guys don't want to listen to me anymore. Your coffee's probably done. I just wanted to come and tell you about the Partyverse, Randy, because I didn't want to wait till tonight, and I wanted to tell you yesterday. And I didn't get a chance to get on, so I had to come on this morning. So I hope you enjoyed my announcement. Ian Barrett is definitely going to be sick. Looking forward to it. Little brother of Peter Barrett. It is crazy to see the evolution. I've talked about it so many times, and I'm probably talk about it ad nauseum later on today. But like to see guys who fought on Cage Titans, and then now they're coming back, like Jeff Perez, for instance. We mentioned Eric Wynn. Jeff Perez fought at Cage Titans. Now he owns a gym, and he's got 10 guys fighting on between the two nights. And it's so cool to see the evolution of former fighters now owning gyms and becoming, successful in the coaching realm. And then you got like Bloodline, like you got Peter Barrett and all the success he's had at Cage Titans, and his little brother Ian talking about he was 4 when Peter started fighting for us, and then he attended his first fight, and now here he is, 15 years later, fighting on his first card. And then, Bloodline as well, in Evolution is, we had Adam Russell, who's our longest tenured Cage Titans guy from a staffing perspective. He's been DJing for Cage Titans since 2011. And then he loved it so much what he was watching. He decided a few years back to fight. And now here it is 3-4 years later and his son's fighting. So it is so cool to see this community. Thank you for the continued success. Honestly, we would not be anywhere without you guys. Fans, fighters, everybody alike. Before I get emotional, I'm going to go because I got a lot of work to do. Fight Fest, September 12th and 13th. Mike, give me a shout, bro. I will. Let me get through Killer Cam. I know you want me to get to November, but I got to get through these 2 fight cards, brother. And I promise you I'll get to you. I cannot. Listen, if you know me, imagine the work that goes into one card. Now listen, guys, and again, bore you, shut it off if you don't want to hear it, but it's 17 fights, 34 fighters. Each guy gets 3 corners. Imagine all that. I got to license every single one of them. So I got to, message you. And every fighter has to have anywhere from 3 to 5 medicals. If you're an amateur, you got physicals and blood work, and then your paperwork, and then your coach's paperwork. If you're a pro, you got physical, blood work, EKG, eye exam, CT scan. So I got to do that 68 times just for the fighters. And then imagine everybody gets 3 corners. Multiply that by 3. We'll go 70. It's 210 corners. You're going to get almost 300 people licensed in the next 2 weeks, or actually next week. It's actually this week's the deadline. So as you can imagine, it is a little crazy. I'm thinking about November. Trust me, because we're going to announce a fight for Perrin. We might have something cool announced for our 125 champion, Isaiah Torres. I'm not going to give you everything. Just wait. Come on Saturday. Trust me. We got some stuff we're going to be announcing. What's going on in the Martin Family Ranch? We got Diego Martin. Again, we're talking about Bloodline. Ozzy Martin, Cage Titan superstar. Devastating striker. His older brother, Diego, is coming to Cage Titans. I can't wait to see that. So that should be fun. Don't do November 19th. It's November 15th. If you know Cage Titans, we have our dates all year, and I don't move my shows for anybody. Our dates are in for this year. Our dates are in for next year. We plan ahead. And that's what's great about Cage Titans. Like, if you want to map your year out and you're a pro or an amateur, you can do it. Brandon Avila, great post yesterday. If you're not a fan of Brandon Avila, Avalia, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Don't worry, Andy will get it right. I went by the gym to talk to Randy, and he was there, and I saw his phone, and it was a zoomed-in photo of our calendar at the beginning of the year, and it was zoomed in on September 13th. You'll get it one day, Mike. All right, I'll get it one day. I'll just call you Brandon. But anyways, it was zoomed in. He had this great post. I said, "Oh, dude," I go, "Whose phone is this?" It was zoomed in on the date. He goes, "Oh, that's mine. I've had it there since the beginning of the year." He goes, and then he made a great post about it. Like, this was his target when we announced our dates back in January. So where I'm going with that is, we have our dates next year. We have a plan of action ahead of time. We're not doing a show and then being like, fuck, what are we going to do next? So if you want to plan out your year, when you want to compete, what your goals are, if you're in the gym right now and you've never fought, when we release our schedule, you can put that on the dartboard and be like, that's my date. I'm going to do everything I have to do to try to get ready and be prepared so my coaches think I can fight on that. If you're a pro and you're trying to get on the Contender Series or UFC or whatever, and it's like, all right, I know Cage Titans has 6 dates. I can fight this. And if all goes well, if I fight 4 out of 6, I can get another 4 wins, hopefully, and that puts me in position for the Contender next series. If you're a businessman and you just want to fight for fun and you have a busy season, like a guy like Greg Jones, you can put things, where your busy season is. Like a guy like Greg Jones is a professional. It's like, all right, I know the summer's crazy for me, but I know they have a date in September and November. That's another thing. So there you go. Bought mezzanine tickets to both Ring Titans and Cage Titans. I can't wait. We'll see you, John. I did say 5 times I'm going to leave. So I'm definitely done. Mark McKay Jr., get me a picture. I need a headshot so I can make a post of you. Plymouth Ariel, we did well represented on Friday night. We got Brian Russell, Plymouth South. I'm pretty sure Plymouth South graduate, as well as Mark McKay, Plymouth South graduate. They might have been North, I forget. But either way, they're going to be both competing on Friday night at Ring Titans. Brian on Friday at Ring Titans, Mark on Saturday at Cage Titans. So that's really it. Tune in tonight, Table Titans, 8 p.m. It will be me. It will be Randy Costa, Joe the Party Penafiel on the show talking about this fight. If you missed me earlier, the whole reason I'm here with you today is that we just got the big pen out and we signed for Ring Titans 1 Friday, September 12th. Randy, the Zohan Costa, taking on Joe the Party Penafiel. MMA glove, Muay Thai. Cannot wait. There you guys go. I'll talk to you tonight, 8 p.m., Table Titans. See you guys later.
Then Plymouth, Massachusetts! Let's